Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode here on Alma, Missouri. So, welcome to the winter episode for year 2. We will be getting through the days here on this episode, so it's going to be a big one, but we're going to get through it quick. So we have these grass bales here. We're going to get unloaded, and I'm hoping I can just... Oh jeez, uh-oh. Well, actually, that kind of works. Oh, I forgot to lower him down. And just by magic, that one's gone. I don't know what happened there, you know? So yeah, that is that job finished. We've been busy this morning. We've been getting equipment around, put away, washed up. Kind of all the things. The pre-winter things. As you can see, we got ourselves a new manure spreader. That one popped up on the used market for $5,000. Figured, let's grab that. You can spread a lot more, much more efficient. Is nice. Definitely needed. We got a lot of our equipment back in the shed. We have all our heads backed into the hoop barn there, or whatever you want to call that barn. As well as the J&M that's full of corn. Equipment is mostly washed up, put away. Gotta get the planter in here still. Bill is continuing on tillage. He is in the front field now, so he did get the backfield finished, so he should be done with that relatively soon. We got the manure spreader loaded up, so we've been kind of spreading manure on and off throughout the morning. Unfortunately, now we can't spread manure with either of the smaller tractors, but I think this holds over double the capacity that the other one did, so that'll be really nice. Moving forward, would be really nice to just get all of the manure spread here today. And then just a bunch of random jobs here today. Honestly, I might even mow the lawn. 66 degrees out. Late November. Why not, you know? I think I ended off over here somewhere. Yeah. Over here. So those green strips in the bottom left, that is where we sprayed. Obviously it kills the crop so it doesn't take any of the nitrogen out. Yeah, this is a nice little spreader. Still John Deere green. Really taking advantage of the used market here lately, it seems. But we really don't have any like big plans for the winter. I don't even know what fields we're gonna be looking into buying or anything like that, because I don't really know how much money we'll end up getting from our crop sales. So, yeah, I honestly haven't even looked. But we'll get there at some point. This is a good episode to have out on Sunday. At least in my opinion, because it's a nice big one. Kind of messing with the spread pattern here, having that those green areas. Our spray line, or our spray tracks definitely won't have enough manure to spread this whole field with. Really, we didn't even make a full headland the first time around, so it's a pretty cool manure spreader. I like how it pushes, you know, how it kind of pushes it to the back. That's pretty slick. I have no idea who made this, so don't ask me. Not even gonna try and guess. I'm curious. We're gonna take a little detour. What field is this? Oh, this is this big field. Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's $750,000. That's kind of cool. I never noticed this, like, you know, back way. It's kind of slick. Just taking little adventures, you know, exploring the map. It's a good thing to do every now and then. So much that a mapper puts into his maps that we don't... Oh, that thing reset. So much a mapper puts into his maps that we don't actually see or appreciate, I feel like, sometimes. So yeah, so we'll keep spreading the old cow poo on the field and get this job done, and I don't know, maybe we'll show a little bit of mowing and stuff. So you know, we kind of wing it. These winter episodes, we just kind of wing them. Kind of how we go about it. So I'll catch you guys here shortly when we got something interesting that we're doing. We're just getting finished up power washing the MX. Beautiful day out, so I figure why not get these kind of jobs done. It's looking pretty good to me. And we'll give the old pickup a wash down quick as well. Might not be a terrible idea. Keep her looking spiffy. Here we go. Now we're gonna hop on the mower and do some mowing. I've not been able to use this very much this year, so it's gonna be nice to give it some use. Guess we'll start right here on the edge. Maybe we can clean up some of these spots. Here we go. Clean up some of these grass spots. Blow them back in the lawn. This mower is so cool. If you haven't given mowing a go yet on this map, I'd highly recommend it. These are spots where you gotta take the weed whip too. Back here, try and get nice and close to the fence row. Just banging up the front wheel on the fence. Doesn't that look nice? This is such a nice cut grass texture. Gotta do some reseeding here. There's some seed down in a few of these spots where they're pretty bare. Looking good though. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at this. Get the property looking nice. I know it's gonna be covered with snow here in about a month, so, well, less than a month. It's really not that big of a deal, but definitely needs it. Once these like long pieces of grass start to come up, you know it's time to cut the lawn. Definitely overgrown. So we got some of the lawn mowed. And then old Bill came back. Chisel plowing is done for the year. This tractor was absolutely filthy, but it's been on the go ever since, I mean, really our first cornfield. It's been running non-stop pretty much, trying to get our tillage, fall tillage done, getting those corn stalks broke up and good to go for the winter. Oh, I lost my pressure washer. Wasn't even paying attention to it. Probably should have pulled the tractor up a little bit more, but you can tell if that's dirt or rust. Well, that's dirt. Alrighty. That'll do that. Everything is looking really good. I'm gonna go park the chisel plow away. We're in the catch-all area, pretty much. Kind of where we just put everything right now. Yeah, we got some of the grass mowed, as you can see. Pretty much everything around the house. Not really anything along the farm. I really need to bust out the brush hog and run it through this area. That'll do that for now. I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote for the fall here, guys. So probably the next time I see ya, there's gonna be snow on the ground, and we're probably gonna be hauling corn, because that's really the biggest thing. Gonna be doing a lot of snow plowing I'm sure, snow blowing, which reminds me that we got to get the snowblower hooked up, so probably get it hooked up to this tractor. Man, 37.4 hours on the 8110. That is really wild. I can't believe that. But it's all packed in here. Everything's in here. All cleaned up. Gotta shut it down. We'll close the doors over here. And we'll call her good for the fall. So as we sit here in the wintry, cold months of mid-December, we're looking at the used market. Look what we got. I think this would be a great upgrade for our farm. It's a step in the right direction. We can sell off the 7700. It's having issues. I mean, this thing only has 7.5 hours on it, and it's 41 grand. It's even the 9510 version, maximizer. Green Star ready, so we can get GPS on there without adding too many things, you know. Without going off brand, we can actually go with the deer version. That is very, very tempting. I think that we would get a grain tank extension on it. Not sure if we would end up going with duals or not. Obviously, we're not going to go Starfire at the moment, but that is for 47 grand is very, very tempting. Obviously, to afford it at the moment is 47, almost 48 grand. We have 30 grand in the bank. We're going to need to trade in the 7700 for it. I am extremely tempted to try this combine out. Duals adds 5 grand to it. I don't know if we really need duals. Kind of looks slick with the fatties on it though, doesn't it? That is definitely something that we're going to be thinking about here today. So I'll catch up with you guys when we actually have an update on what we actually decided to do. Alrighty, so we are just clearing out the yard enough to where we can start hauling some corn into town. But really, first things first, first things first, I gotta actually clear out a spot to actually get into the barn, because we might as well just haul up that J&M wagon, because it's full. Then we don't have to worry about it. Back up, do one more pass, and clear out at least in front of the doorway. We're gonna just be using the MX this winter to haul our grain. We can keep the 8110 hooked up to the snowblower and we don't have to keep on hooking that. We'll just back in here and grab this wagon. Clearing the snow this morning took a lot longer than I wanted it to, because we pretty much had the whole yard clear and then another layer spawned in of snow. So that was fun. Probably ought to flip the markers down so we can actually turn on our hazard lights. So the co-op, or the elevator, actually didn't decide to sell the dryer yet. These extra bins. Must have had a pretty good year. I mean, we know our yields were good, so they must have been using this dryer as well this spring, except for the fact that they didn't clear it out. So that's going to be fun, hauling in here. Might have to volunteer services. Oh my goodness, this is some deep snow. They are paying max price right now for corn hauled into their dryer bins. Probably trying to get this filled up before they start taking corn into the big bins there. This used to be all that they had in town. This is all they used. So then they ended up building a very, very large elevator system with bins and stuff. So there we are. So 23 grand nearly I am going to see what we can get done about clearing a path, because we're probably going to sell another load here at least today, so maybe we'll work on getting that path cleared into that dryer. We can actually not break our equipment driving through the snow. Oh, we've purchased ourselves a auger as well that I didn't tell you about. And then I don't know if you caught it, but we did buy that combine. We traded in the 7,700 for it, so we ended up paying 27 grand for the upgrade. I'm very happy about. We can use this like this to move it like this, which is really nice. Makes things a lot easier when it comes to unloading. Yes, we have not purchased a dryer yet, unfortunately. So, another year of selling corn at a lower price. That's alright. So, corn. Start getting that loaded into the auger there. Up in the MX. We're just going to take one more load here today. And then we'll wait again for tomorrow. Because the price is high. They're selling about 6 grand over what we expected. Or not 6 grand. 2 grand over what we expected for a high, which is nice. Might be less though at this point. Max value 137. They're selling at 138 right now at the corn dryer, so I guess as long as the price is up, maybe we'll continue to haul, but we're just hauling with this wagon right now because we're not really in a rush, and it has a tarp, which makes it a lot better. I mean, obviously it doesn't really matter right now because it's not snowing, which is actually really nice. Felt like last winter we had no break from the storm at all. I feel like it never stopped snowing. So it's kind of nice to actually not have some snow falling for once. How long that'll last, I have no idea. Did get a path cleared here up at the dryer. Make it a little bit easier to haul into. 137,000 is our estimated income from this. There's another piece of equipment that came up for sale. This 12-row planer. This was actually the planer that I wanted to buy. So we're just getting lucky right now. Look at us just rolling. These used vehicle sales are coming in nice, so I think that we're going to end up making this purchase here as well. We have sold our 8-row off already. I knew I wanted to get another planter, so we've sold it off just to another farm. There's this planter's up for sale, so I think that we're actually going to end up buying that. I think that'll be really nice on the back of the MX here that come this spring for planting. She'll pull it completely fine, so nice front fold planter, be nice and compact for storage and all that good stuff. So there is another purchase to the farm. Feel like we've just been buying. I'm not complaining. That's like one of the best parts about the game, right? It's when you get to buy new stuff and use it on your farm. We'll probably make that purchase. Have to grab that here at some point, and as long as the price is high, maybe we'll continue to haul corn here today. Since we're, as you know, the winter episode, we're gonna try and get through a bunch more stuff, so we'll do that off camera, and I'll catch you guys here shortly. Alrighty, so January 1. We are in the yard taking the last bit of corn here down to the elevator. We got some snow last night, figured not enough to warrant clearing the yard out at the moment. You want to get this corn sold because the price is dropping at the moment. So it seems that December is really like the best time to sell. Maybe like January at midnight or something is a good time. You know, probably like the peak, but we pretty much were hauling all day yesterday up here. We got this one last load to take. Gotta see if I can, I don't know what. I don't know how easy of a fix it would be to just add a, I don't know what it is. Fix the snow mask, I guess, right there around this area. It would be nice to actually not have to drive through snow when you're trying to sell. With how much snow there is on this map, it'd be nice to have that bit fixed. So as you can see, we're up to 153 grand now. Another beauty has popped up in the used market as well. Oh, they're just killing me with the used market right now. This 91, 92, 20 is back in here. 60% off. 43 grand would be some nice horsepower. Even if we upped it to 325, which I think I would want to do. I mean, heck, that would be some nice pulling power. We go duals with weights, it'd be 10 grand extra. That's still only 63 grand. That's a tough choice. Definitely one I'm going to be thinking about. We can get Green Star on it. That would be nice. I mean, with it stacked. Oh, we wouldn't want that version. We would take the old. We'll take the old version. 68 grand. Be pretty sweet. That's a good pickup right there. I'll tell you what. But that leaves us also, because we're looking at some ground now, which maybe I'll tell you about once I get back to the yard, so we're not looking at the map and driving. Not through here, through town, because the roads are more clear. The only issue here is these cars kind of stick out, and if there's a car coming, it's a tight squeeze through the tractor. So yeah, I'll get back to the yard, and then maybe we'll chat about what land we're thinking about purchasing here this winter. So we're looking at buying one of these three, if not two of them. We might end up purchasing these two fields here, 27 and 26. What I'm thinking, and then maybe continue next year and go into 23, kind of start purchasing that ground. All of this, 36, 29, 33, 2. Obviously that's the dairy farm there, but these are all just really expensive. Kind of going with the smaller ones first. Obviously we could go here, but the yield potential isn't great. There is this one that we could purchase, as well as this one, but I'm more inclined to go up here next, just to kind of get us in a different spot, see a little bit more of the map. We could do this for 204, or both of these for, I don't know, what is that, 245,000 or so. This is about 5 hectares. This is about 5.5. I don't know, we might be getting a better deal if we went with this one, but kind of feel like we just buy these and then buy that because it leads into that, kind of, you know what I mean? These are too far away at this point that I don't really want to mess with those. Yeah, I'm thinking those two for now is what we're going to end up doing. So I got to make a decision on that big tractor again. That allows us, if we do, that allows us to kind of upgrade our stuff a little bit, right? We'd probably have to purchase another chisel plow. We could move into a much bigger cultivator, 220, or yeah, 250 horse. We can kind of start getting into, go with that reel disc there. Got the sunflower we could get. There's much better tillage implements that kind of allows us to do, because our cultivator is currently very small with our 12 foot or 12 row planter, it'd be nice to upgrade there. Kind of nice, yeah, it'd definitely be nice to kind of upgrade into a larger tractor. We'll kind of take a look around and kind of see what we can maybe get ourselves into. There's this 8T. It'd be kind of slick. I don't know what a 8410T costs. 335 horse. That's 106,000. That's pretty. That's a lot. Definitely a lot. But it's a sweet tractor. This one's the same, right? Same thing. 8520. Go with the 8960. So there's options, but we'll kind of figure something out and kind of see where we can go from there. So this is kind of just turned into winter buying simulator. New day. A new, very useful piece of machinery here. Maybe we'll just go with the good old regular there. Obviously we'll have a cover. And we might as well stick with the green to match. Another one came up for sale. You're gonna buy it. I've bought a few other things already too. As you can see, we are down to 51 grand already. Planning on taking a loan out this year for our land purchases. We'll see how that goes. I'm kind of like hedging it. I'm planning on paying it off once we buy or sell our soybeans off in July. So that's kind of what the plan is there. Obviously, it's going to cost us more in the end. We're in February 3. We got at least one more big thing planned, and then we should be into spring. Hey guys, welcome back. The spring of year 3 feels good. What have we had? What do we have here? This is we made some changes. There's definitely some big time changes that have happened just in this month of February, and a little bit here even in March. What is that gonna give our moo cows here? No roughage, so we need to get them some roughage. So on the I also noticed that this doesn't have a US hitch, so maybe I'll try and do a little bit of editing with that as well. I always say I want to edit it, but then I am just too lazy to do any of that stuff. So, but look what's happened. Where's the cow barn? Great question. We had a guy come by that specializes in he pays people to take down their old barns and he uses the lumber. Like he'll take the lumber and he will use it in his own projects or sell it or whatever. And he was curious if we were interested in him doing that for us. So yeah, he asked if we were interested at all in that service, and here we are. So he spent the month of February in the snow getting that taken down. It was quite a project, but he paid us 37 grand to take that barn down. My plan now, obviously, we just had these girls in open pasture here. We went up and bought a bale ring and a water trough there, as well as there's, I don't know if you can see it, but right behind the round shed there's another small pasture that I figure we can put the younger cows in, calves and stuff if we ever need it, or just kind of an overflow. So there are two little pastures here. We got a front loader for this Massey, which I really like. Very nice. Don't have to drive the skid steer around to do all this kind of stuff. A lot more comfortable. I pop in here and poke one of these out. These girls some roughage. This is our alfalfa hay. Set this down and reposition it so we're doing it the right way. There we go. We have our planter. We'll take you kind of through what we've purchased again so far. Quite a bit. Not gonna lie to you. It really was quite a bit. But 37 grand to take down that barn, and we have a quote. I would like to put a shop up, a legit shop for us, and work on our equipment, have some heat in there, and, you know, store seed and whatever, and a good environment, not in a cold storage. Not really always fun working in the cold all the time. But we'll just leave this guy here for now. But it's nice. This is really nice because now we have all of this space here up into that fence to where we could do some expansion if we ever need to put something there. So much room now over here. Gate there for that smaller pasture. This is where we're going to put a shop up similar to where the barn was. We took the fence down over here, so we're not using this as pasture anymore, and we're going to actually plow it in and turn it into farm ground. So we're actually going to farm this. Pretty neat. Might even cut, honestly, we might even mow this first and get some hay off of it. It's pretty fertile soil because we've grazed cows on it for 2 years now. And the guy before us even grazed his cows there too, so it's some good soil. So it's going to be some extra farmland there. So what purchases have we made over the winter? We made quite a bit of purchases. We bought our combine, 96 or 9510 is nice. We bought a head for it. It's up at the shop, 25-foot head. So we were looking at the 9220. I believe is what it was. The guy was talking to us a little bit and said, well, what do you think about tracks? And we said, well, I'm not opposed to it. Never ran tracks before, but not opposed to it. And he said, well, we have a 9420. Yeah, so this is over 420 horse, which is really nice. It's same year as what that 9220 was, but 100 more horsepower, which is really nice. So, got ourselves a 9420T here. Gonna be a horse for us for a while. Gonna be doing a lot of tillage with that. Yeah, so that's kind of what's on the farm currently. Let's jump up to the shop. So we'll take the pickup up there for now. I'll run up to the shop quick and I will see you guys here shortly. So these are the extras that we've bought. Everything that we've bought over the winter is all used. Everything we've bought. It all showed up on the used market. So this 25-foot head here for our combine showed up on the used market. The mobility spreader here was on the used market, and this extra J&M was also on the used market. So that is going to be very, very nice. We're gonna grab this, hook up to this wagon here, and we'll get this pulled home, and then we'll do the same with the old spreader, and then we sold off the old head, the old deer head, the 7700 head, and bought this, but we kept the the header trailer. I'm thinking that we're gonna move on from the New Holland. We're just gonna run one combine again, but maybe thinking, well, we literally just went to 2 combines for a reason. Now we're going back to 1. And it's pretty much the same, or I mean, we're sticking with we're going to be sticking with an 8-row corn head, and the old head on the combine was 24 foot, now we got a 25 foot. But we're going to upgrade to a grain cart, which is really going to make things a lot more efficient. We're going to purchase ourselves a grain cart here at some point before wheat and rye harvest, really. So I think that's going to be good. I think we're going to give that a go, see how that goes again this year, and then we can kind of figure out if we want to go back to 2 combines, or if we think that we can stick with 1 again for a while, because now, I mean, we don't have to hire anybody new, right? So we can kind of stick with our 2 guys, because we don't have 2 we can still have 1 guy running wagons. Can have the guy that was in the other combine running cart, and then we can just be in combine again. So I gotta run back up to the shop and get that other stuff. But Yeah, some big changes here on the farm this winter, definitely. We bought a lot of stuff. We've not purchased our land yet, but we will be here this month. I'll get back to you next episode, and we'll kind of... That'll be a bit of a surprise. I think that we're going to put up our shop here this month as well, just to get that up, and so we don't have to worry about it. And then another big plan for this year is that I want to get a corn dryer, so we're going to have to figure that out as well as probably another bin, because we ran out of bin space this year, so we definitely are going to need another bin. So lots to think about. Lot went on there in that last month. Pretty awesome winter. I'm excited about this year. Not losing momentum or anything, so gonna be a fun year. We got to get out in the field again. We got to start getting some. Well, we're definitely gonna. I think we're gonna mow this, and then we're gonna kind of. I don't know if we're gonna chisel plow it or if we're just gonna run a cultivator over it. But we do need to purchase another cultivator now that we have a bigger tractor, so that's gonna be another purchase. And then yeah, so that's the plan. But thank you guys so much if you're still here for watching. If you haven't, please consider hitting the like button. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a ton. We're getting really close to 6,000 subs, which is incredible. Really, really cool. Thank you so much to all the YouTube channel members. That is just, it's awesome to see. As always, really appreciate all you guys that choose to pay the $2.99 a month. We have a few guys coming up here in a year. I think we got 3 guys that are coming up here on a year, so that's incredible. MrFarquar, Dahl, oh, and Monty, of course. Monty, well, not really coming up on a year yet. I guess 8 months for those guys. So that's pretty sweet. That's really cool that we have a few guys that are still subscribed after a whole 8 months. Really, really cool. So appreciate you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know what you guys think about all the changes to the farm, all the equipment bought, all that good stuff. Hope you guys have a really good Sunday. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.